That's disappointing.
Like
no.
a lot of glue.
It's exactly what I thought it was going to be. Are you going to go wash it?
Yep.
Chapter 55. If you know, you know.
Hey.
Woo!
Woo, those are bright.
Intro. It's hard when there's no script.
This is the intro.
This is the intro. Guys, today we're going to be looking at a bunch of different products that I purchased as samples from Printify. These are all products that we're going to be releasing for our upcoming holiday collection. Couple honorable mentions, though, that I want to tie in are these sweatshirts that we're wearing from our last collection. These are from Underground Threads, and these are the Cotton Heritage. We started out with the Gildens, and I'll put the exact name down here. The Gildens did not come out great. The prints weren't great. Swift POD has been having a lot of problems. If you're in the Printify Rockstars group, you can go through and see a lot of the different photos that have been posted. And we had the same experience. We actually had this exact design printed on Gildan, and it wasn't vibrant. These are really nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put the links to all of the products that we're gonna be showcasing down below. That way you can just go straight to the different pages with their providers. And then during the duration of the video, we will probably be drinking out of our tumblers. These are from Spoke Custom Products. The straws were not included, but if you have been curious about what the coffee cups look like, they have clear lids. What's been our experience with hot drinks in
They
these?
stay hot for freaking ever, dude.
I know.
Normally we'll make tea at night. We read every night when we go to bed. We'll make tea, and normally we don't have to put any ice cubes in it. We just let it sit for 10 minutes, and then it's cool enough to drink. These they never they never cool down. It takes literally hours for things to start to cool down. So they're great for hot drinks, great for cold drinks.
Yeah, and I think that the colors are very vibrant. They're very true to the mock-ups.
But no, they're overall they look really good. I'm really impressed with them.
I guess we can just jump into our first clothing order, which I did open.
I haven't seen any of this stuff.
Yeah, these are all from Underground Threads. We have some Bella+Canvas t-shirts in here, and we have the Cotton Heritage sweatshirt as well. I do want to give a quick disclaimer before we get started. All of the products that we're looking at today are based on A Court of Thorns and Roses, the book series by Sarah J. Maas. And I want to make sure that it is clear that we are officially licensed and pay a small percentage of each of our sales.
Permission. We have permission.
Right, to Sarah Maas. So if you see any of these products and you're like, oh, I want to make stuff like that, make sure that you get permission. We run licensing. Yes, we run an officially licensed shop. So I'll have the link to our store down below as well if you're interested in checking that out.
And you guys know I'm a lot more brutal when it comes to reviews, so I'll be honest if it sucks.
Okay, so the first thing that I noticed about shopping with Underground Threads, they actually printed our shop name,
which is cool,
where it came from.
It doesn't just say Fulfillment Center.
I'm not a big fan of how these are packaged. One tiny tear, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the clothing could get damaged, stained. It is the most economical way, though. They really did cram a lot of stuff into one package.
Right.
So these do not feel like Bella+Canvas.
So that's a front and back print.
Maybe the black. I don't have any black Bella+Canvas, though. All of mine are gray. I've never printed Bella+Canvas on black. Yeah, no, I think that looks good. There's no show through on the design on the back. Text is easy to read. It's not pixelated at all.
Got a good texture. You can kind of see where it was pressed in. I can see the lines on the shirt. You guys probably can't see it on camera. It doesn't look too bad. I would be concerned maybe with a lighter shirt, it's showing a little bit of that kind of brown color that you see.
I will say, I mean, even just taking the sticker off of the tag, it's leaving glue on the shirt. Like a lot of glue. If you guys are watching, print company, these suck. Don't use these. They stick on really well, but I'm sure it'll wash off, but it's actually sticky on the shirt. Overall,
though, I think that the print came out really nice, especially when we look at examples like this that we've seen in the Printify Rockstars group from Swift POD as of late. So I'm thoroughly impressed with the print quality.
Now, does Bella+Canvas have different quality shirts? Because I know like when you go with Gildan, if you get the really cheap ones, they're like thick and crappy, but the higher, more expensive Gildans are really nice.
I do believe that they do.
That's what I'm assuming, because this is not even remotely close to the Bella+Canvases we got with the band shirts. Like, these are nice. There's good give to them, but they're not soft.
This is the navy version of the same shirt. That print turned out really nice.
That actually looks really nice.
I think that this turned out really good.
It really did.
And
for there being like fur and stuff, like it's not, from a reasonable distance, you would not be able to see any of the like the pixelation in the hair whatsoever. Like you got to be like right up on it looking at it to not to have issues with it.
I really like this one. Okay, so this is the last t-shirt. It is another black and a lot of more vibrant colors. Again, I think it turned out really nice.
Yeah, a lot of separate designs and there's no like bleed over.
There's a little bit, can you see right here? There's like a little bit of white outline around.
That could be on the design though.
It's not. Overall though, I think that the quality of these has been really nice.
Yeah, it's really good.
All right, now this is another one of the Underground Threads Cotton Heritage, but this is in the navy blue color. There's a really interesting stitch pattern on the collar. It's like herringbone.
Like when you get more really high quality sweaters.
Yeah.
A lot of like my really nice
like Champion reverse weaves.
And my Nordstrom really high-end sweaters. Print looks really nice. Yeah, there's a little bit of bleed through with this one.
Yeah, and that doesn't exist on the one that I'm wearing.
Not a huge deal. If you had a very faint design on here, it might be a problem.
It's a darker shade of blue than the mock-up. So I would dare say that it's not as true to the mock-up as I would like. Overall, I think it looks really nice. All right, next up are the Printed Mint glass Christmas ornaments. I already opened these as well. I was quite impressed, but I was quite shocked. The sizing of these is way bigger than I pictured.
That's always a good thing.
They came in a paper envelope and they are wrapped very, very well. They did not put my shop name though. It just says shipping department. So mine has 2. Does yours have 2?
Mm-hmm.
So starting out, they are in these little plastic bags and they come with the gold ribbon not attached, but the prints look really nice. These are just so much bigger than they look in the mock-up. I'll go ahead and put the mock-up on screen for comparison.
If you're wondering, they are not printed inside. They are printed on the back of the glass.
But overall, very vibrant colors. I think that these turned out fantastic. I do know that right after I designed these, they immediately went out of stock, and then I was starting to look at some of the other ornament options, but they quickly went back in stock. So hopefully these stay in stock throughout the holidays. I would hate to add a bunch of these ornaments into our shops and then them become unavailable.
This one's a little more dull, but outside that, it seems to be okay.
The colors they're pretty true. There's almost like a haze to them. They're not as vibrant as they could be, but they're really nice. All right, so overall, like, what do you think about these if you were to rate them?
6.5 out of 10.
Really?
I mean, how much are they?
18-20.
Yeah, 6.5 out of 10, I think, for me. They're not bad.
Ooh.
With 10 being a literal perfect score.
Mm-hmm. All right, so next up is the hardcover matte journal from District Photo. Again, it shipped from a shop of books in Cold Brew. Big fan of that. And I love that they use this really tight packaging. When I order a book online and it comes in a package like this, I know that it's not gonna be damaged. Ooh, it's like...
In there.
It's in there. Okay, so very nice packaging. If this sat out on the porch, I mean, it's in cellophane. I wouldn't worry too much about rain. It has a really nice matte texture to it. The print is super clear. It's got lined paper, a black inside cover. I really like how this turned out.
It looks nice. Gotta hold it back here so it's in focus.
Compared to the mock-ups, it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
It's bound.
Yeah, it's bound not just to the edge, but to the entire book.
Are these
I feel confident in that.
Are these pages perforated too?
Are they?
They are. They're perforated pages.
Awesome. Good notebook then.
Yeah. So what would you rate this one?
I mean, like quality-wise, like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I hesitate to give something a perfect 10.
You know, as somebody who's frequently unhappy with my products that come via print on demand, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10 on this.
Yeah. With that being the case, yeah.
It's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. So I'm very satisfied with it, and I love how it was packaged, and I love that it had our shop name. I'm very happy with this.
Yeah.
All right, next is the Pennant from MWW On Demand. And
Mike Whiskey.
Mike Whiskey. And it came in this big giant tube, which is terrifying because I was under the impression that this was going to be a lot smaller. But my thought process is because we sell to a bookish niche, this could be something cool that they could put their enamel pins on. So that's how we're gonna market it, depending on the texture. A+ packaging. You got it. Ooh, it's cloth. I mean, it's supposed to be cloth.
A little bit of a big tube for that small of a thing, but
kind of thin. Nice quality though. Nice print. Mm-hmm. It'll be great for exactly what I want to use it for, which is for putting enamel pins. Wait, don't pull those off yet. It came with a big sticker.
That's why I was gonna pull it off. I want to make sure it doesn't leave a big sticky residue on something that I can't wash.
Yeah.
Nah, no residue.
No residue. Yeah. Overall, I really like the quality of the print. It's very crisp. It is very thin. The texture is nice. Now, I will say that the bottom is like on your
stitched edge.
Yeah, it's got like a stitched edge, but there's fraying.
Only on the bottom.
A couple little loose strings.
I think that's probably where it ends. They probably come across and then down because it is stitched all the way around, which should keep it from tearing. That's why I was sitting here like trying to tear it myself.
It's not bad at all though.
It's a little messy.
I thought this was gonna feel like a silk poster.
Almost like canvas.
You know what it reminds me of is when you get a cloth tablecloth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could use a thumbtack and hang this up. It doesn't hardly weigh anything.
Yeah, it's very lightweight. Okay, so what would you rate the Pennant?
6.5, 7.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Print quality is good. Edges are frayed, literally taking it out. The stitching down here is kind of loose. Actual quality of the print for what it is, 10 out of 10. I mean, there's no see-through from the material whatsoever. I'd say quality as far as the print goes is 10 out of 10. Quality of the product itself, 6.5, 7.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 9 out of 10. I'm pretty happy with it. Did they print our name on the label? No, it is shipping department. That's disappointing.
But at the end of it, you get a drum.
It's my didgeridoo. Ricola. Is that a didgeridoo? That's not a didgeridoo.
A mouth.
No, he yells into the horn thing.
It's a horn.
Okay. All right, up next, we have the all-new Maars Skinny Tumbler with straws, printed by...
Sorry, UK folks.
Fancy Fanny. Anyway.
Wonderful choice.
I'm really excited about these because I love the skinny tumblers with straws, and I was really disappointed when Sunfrog stopped providing to Printify. So let's hope that these look just as cool because, first of all, they offer glitter as one of the options for the actual tumbler underneath, and the straw color matches the color of the tumbler.
Oh, cool.
So hopefully they're just as cool as they looked in the mock-ups. So it says it ships from main warehouse.
Touch your fingers.
All the straws came on top.
I mean, who's ordering like a butt ton of tumblers at the same time though?
You can straw them up, baby. So they came shipped in their own little plastic bags. This was one of the glitter ones. It was a glittery green.
It's a very, very, very fine glitter. It almost looks like foil.
It looks nice though. So the design is printed on top of it. You can feel.
Oh, God.
It's not like these.
No, it's not.
Sublimation.
Yeah, it's not sealed.
It actually looks really nice.
Sticky.
Sticky?
Yeah, the pattern itself is sticky. I have sound canceling on, so you guys might not be able to hear that.
What I really like about this one in particular is this lid. It's concave, so you can put your straw in it, but it's got a really nice shape to it. What's inside? It's about this product.
Double wall vacuum, both hot and cold. Keep out of children's reach. Do not clean using bleach or chlorine. Don't use it in the microwave.
That's
close enough.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Big fan of that. I like it.
Man, I hope none of you are doing that with your drinks since there's no way to close the hole anyway.
I believe is the matte black. So the green one is a glossy tumbler with the design printed on top of the tumbler. You can actually feel the design. Whereas this design is a full wrap. Which do you like more in terms of how it's printed? You like that one more?
The paint on this one's still sticky as well. I'm assuming the stickiness might wash off. So
You know what it is?
what?
This is one big image that I wrapped around the full tumbler. That was a transparent background photograph that I laid on there. So what the tumbler underneath would feel like is this.
It's like sandblasted almost.
Yeah, it doesn't feel bad.
No, not at all.
Now, this is the black glitter, which is one that was sold out, and I had to actually wait to get it. Again, we're seeing a little bit of those white lines.
I think you need to check your designs in Canva because I can almost bet that they're there in Canva too.
They're not. I'll put the design on the screen.
The black sparkle's nice. I mean, we're in studio lights and you still can't like tell that they're sparkly.
Yeah, it just kind of looks a little metallic.
But it's nice because I think when you see black cups with like really bright white sparkles, it kind of looks tacky.
The print itself looks really nice though.
Oh, looks nice. The watercolor translates really well.
Okay, so this was another one where it would be an all over print because I did a full design on it, but it was a bit more of a detailed design. This one is also on the matte black, so there won't be a lot of differences in between.
I don't have any complaints with this either. I mean, just the stickiness of the whatever they used to paint or like the actual stickiness, it might come off after you wash it a few times.
Yeah, it's not really sticky. It's kind of like tacky.
Yeah, it's tacky. I mean, it definitely like feels like it leaves something on your fingers. I like it. I like this design too.
Or maybe was it white? I can't remember if it was the white or...
Looks like an off blue.
Okay, this one was called Glitter Iceberg. So I believe it's supposed to be a light kind of blue-gray color.
Like an iceberg.
Yeah, like an iceberg.
Like when you see a car painted like pearlescent and you can't quite tell, it just looks really shiny, but then you like look at it in the light and you can see all the little sparkles. Yeah. It's like the cup version of that. Like you guys probably can't tell. The only reason that it is shiny is not because of the gloss, it's because of the pearls. The gloss itself is pretty neutral.
Like a mica powder, right?
Yeah.
Again, lots of white outlines along my design that, I mean, it's not a big deal. Yeah, this is the exact color.
Yeah, close enough.
Like a nice blue-gray.
If it looks different on camera, it's because it's matte.
And this is the last one. This is, I think it was like glitter peach or something like that. It almost has like a rose gold color to it.
I love it.
Chapter 55, if you know, you know. I actually really like this color though. This might be my favorite one in terms of the color of the product.
Yeah, I like that. The sparkles definitely show the most in this particular color. You know, one thing I would like to see included with these is a cleaner.
Like a straw cleaner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like one of those little pipe cleaner type things.
Again, big reach, not gonna knock points for not having one. Most people that buy things like this have one.
How would you rate these?
Print quality, assuming that the white edges are your fault and not the fault of the things, I'd probably rate them like 7. As far as like the feel, I'm like 4. I hate it. I hate the tackiness of it. Again, might wash off. This hand definitely has residue left over.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I mean, obviously you're gonna wash them before you use them,
for sure.
But are you gonna go wash it?
Yep. You test if it's still tacky.
It's still, yeah.
I will say when I started washing it, it was immediately like slippery and then stopped being slippery. So there's definitely something on them.
Oh, like it felt kind of like almost soapy, like slick.
It's not as bad as it was. It's definitely still tacky. It's not leaving a residue anymore. Definitely need to be washed when you get them before you use them because there was definitely something on them. Okay, so with that being said, after wash, I'll up it up to like 6.
8 out of 10, simply because they offer so many colors and varieties.
They're pretty cool for what they are.
You know, these skinny tumblers are super popular, especially with the straws. But overall, I'm really happy with these. All right, so our last one is another from MWW On Demand. This is their crushed velvet blanket. I was really curious about this one because the mock-ups aren't great. I would not feel confident only using the mock-ups provided to sell these. because trying to show like a crushed velvet texture, it almost just looked like it was misprinted. It looked like it looks like there's, I don't know, like television static.
Okay.
There is no shop name. It says fulfillment department. All right, so already super happy about this. Each blanket is in its own smaller package inside.
Plastic, not good for environment, but good for not destroying your products if, you know, they get stepped on like male people like to do. Hey.
Ooh.
Woo, those are bright.
Ooh.
Nice. They're dense.
Oh, I didn't know they were Sherpa inside. Oh, they're so nice. Sherpa. Wait, let's rate the Sherp. Oh, it's so soft.
8 out of 10 for the Sherpa.
What?
It's not very long. It's not like Sherpa.
No, it definitely doesn't feel like real Sherpa. It isn't. Yeah, I like it.
Synthetic.
These feel so nice.
Machine wash in cold water, separate, delicate cycle.
They're thick.
They are very dense. They are edge sewn.
They're stretchy. Pull it.
Yeah, they're a little stretchy.
There's a lot of stretch to them.
Print quality is really nice. Very shiny. I would be a little more worried, like you got the leaves down here. I cannot tell what that is. Okay, when you got it totally unfolded, I mean, the thing is it's shiny, so really fine textures. Maybe watercolor wasn't the best choice for this particular style of design. You can kind of see the grass and stuff at the bottom. I would not be upset if I ordered this. Like
No.
I would, if I bought this, I would give this a 5 out of 5.
These are big.
Yeah, you know, from a distance when it's not under the lights, you can tell what it looks like a lot more. Here comes the man to lay in the blankets.
No, Mr. Man.
Okay, yeah.
Can you read it?
I mean, you could. It's backwards for me, so I can't. I like it.
Getting good photos of these is gonna be a challenge. I'm not going to use mock-ups. Anytime I need to sell one of these, I'm gonna order it.
They will shine in one direction. So if you you position a light in one direction,
Right, like this
you can
way,
fight
or...
you can fight the shine. Yeah. You might even be able to take the pictures at a slight angle. Very warm. I would be confident, like if you're sitting on the couch don't want to turn the heat on, it's one of those like mid 60s to 70s, too warm to turn the heat on. Feels like something you'd buy at like Sears.
Out of everything that we've received, this has been my favorite product.
This has been the most impressive thing. The shirts are decent.
Yeah.
I'm not, it's Bella+Canvas. I'm not impressed with this particular Bella+Canvas as far as texture goes.
I like the ornaments. I do like the cups. These though, highly impressed. Yeah, so these are $44.92.
So you'd probably be selling these for $75, $80.
Probably, yeah.
And I mean, even still, being the watercolor texture, it doesn't look good on camera.
So what would you rate these out of 10?
Oh man, 9.
9?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm very happy with them, especially for the price. I'm actually going to give these a 10 out of 10. I'm very impressed with these. All right, and one last honorable mention for something that we've had on our couch for what, like a month and a half now?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Miami Sublimation Velveteen blanket. I just wanted to show this one as, you know, one of the products that we've purchased for ourselves.
And we're talking, this has been on the couch. Our animals have been laying on it. Like it's been through the ringer for about a week.
Yeah, very vibrant print.
Yeah, it's lasting very well.
White on the other side.
Very nice.
It doesn't have a lot of show through for the white underneath. I mean, if you like fold it and crumple it, you can kind of see the white fibers inside. But
just barely.
Yeah, yeah. Now, one thing I will say is that this particular blanket is very, very thin. You know how we've marketed these in our shop is we call them a lightweight blanket for fall. Like if you don't want to get sweaty, you know, you want a nice lightweight functional blanket, that this is a good blanket for reading.
Snuggle blanket.
Exactly. There is a really big printed in USA tag. I mean, it's very large. Not a big deal. It's mainly that I don't like how big this tag
Big tacky
is.
tags.
So since we've had this for several weeks now, I don't think I've washed it yet.
Again, yeah, I'd have to see it after a wash, but again, I'd still, for a thin throw, 8, 9.
Really?
Yeah, I'm happy with it. The print quality's nice.
I'm gonna say an 8 out of 10. I'm pretty impressed with it. However, I've seen a lot of people who have said that their customers have mentioned how thin it is, that it feels cheap. So I would just make sure that you are very clear that this is a thin very lightweight blanket.
I mean, it's thin, but it doesn't feel cheap. I like it.
Yeah.
I'd order it. I wouldn't be unhappy. It depends on how much I paid for it, I think. If I paid like $100 for one of these, I'd be pretty upset because it's definitely not $100 blanket.
So this one is $24.63.
So you'd probably charge like $35.
All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video, and let us know if you want to see more of these Printify hauls, because if we're going to be ordering samples for our own business, we might as well show them off to you guys and make these ratings.
So, that way you know how to expect without spending a bunch of money.
Exactly. This entire haul, not including the cups that we already had and the Velveteen blanket, was around $435, I believe. So it was definitely a lot of money that we had to spend on these samples.
Please give a thumbs up to the video for
Please.
$400 is a lot of money.
And if you want to help us even more, we are promoting the all-new Printify Bootcamp, which I actually created the SEO lessons for. So if you sign up for the all-new Printify Bootcamp course, which will teach you A to Z how to start your Printify business, you can go ahead and click the link down below and we'll put it up here as well. And you can save 70% on your enrollment for that program by using the code STARLA at checkout. So if you want to help out the channel a little bit and help us pay for all the crap that we have to buy in order to do videos like this, please consider signing up for that. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Do the funky lo-fi beat.